Joining us again tonight is Alex Del Carmen. He's the Associate Dean of the School of Criminology at Tarleton State University. Professor, is there a legitimate reason for the DA in Uvalde to issue just this blanket refusal? The families, the public, they cannot see, they can't know anything they have.
You know, I think that this is a really frustrating time for a lot of the parents. Obviously, they lost their loved ones. They want to know, they want answers, they want them now. While at the same time, I think that the district attorneys are typically very careful in the information that they release, especially on a high-profile case like this one. Look, Chance, in the end, this is going to change not only the way independent school districts do business across the country, but it also goes to the fabric of how training is or is not delivered in an effective manner. So I think that they're being cautious. I'm not saying that it's the right thing to do, but I can certainly understand it from a legal side that they simply want to get to the bottom of all of this, given the mixed reactions that we had and misinformation that we had, and we've had in this case now for over 6 weeks.
And that's what I think a lot of us wonder is the balance of those competing interests. You know, that yes, you have your legal proceedings, but you also have public and family interests. So if she withholds, let's say, every scrap of evidence to then only charge someone with a minor infraction, I don't know, you know, you were irresponsible, you left your police radio outside, people would be furious, you know. Does that factor into how they weigh this investigatory prosecutorial process?
I would say so, but also keep in mind, too, that you've got a criminal component, you've got a civil component, and then you've got a best practices investigation going on all at the same time. And so the first question is really, who is going to be charged, if anyone, from a criminal side, on the side of those that responded to the scene, and also the independent school district, what kind of responsibility they had, and public officials, if they hid information, if they covered up information. So all of those criminal components or questions are being asked right now. The civil side is, you know, imagine all the civil attorneys that are going to be representing a lot of these families in terms of the expectation of safety and whether or not the information that was released was accurate and how that inflicted pain over the painful act already. And then you've got the best practices side, which is what DOJ is doing on the side, which is to try to find out what went wrong and what can we learn from this.
Mm-hmm. From a law enforcement perspective, with all the city leadership and department leadership intact still, no public transparency, the feds have no subpoena power in this case, they can't bring a grand jury there. Is there a way to ensure that this publicly funded operation is prepared to protect the public in the future?
You know, I think there's going to have to be a revamp of the entire leadership down in Uvalde, both from the ISD side as well as probably the school, as well as the municipality, right? This has become now a political issue as well. And so the question is, are voters going to line up and request for a referendum of some sort to be able to get some of these individuals that have been in public office to be replaced by different leadership? I think we have not even begun to see the aftermath effects of Uvalde, Texas on the political, criminal, civil, and best practices component in place. This is a historical event in the state of Texas and throughout the country that will likely have a profound impact on law enforcement for years to come.
Wow. Wow. Alex Del Carmen, as always, very valuable. Thank you.
Thank you.